There's a type of person the world devours silently. You recognize her easily. She walks into a room and immediately feels the tension no one mentioned. She carries conversations others abandoned. She offers her shoulder for tears from people who never asked how she's doing. Arthur Schopenhauer studied these people his entire life and discovered something devastating. They're not just too kind for this world. They've become prey to a predatory dynamic they don't even realize is happening. If you absorb others' emotions like a sponge, if people always feel better after talking to you but you're left exhausted, if you're the person everyone seeks during crises but no one takes care of you, you're living what Schopenhauer called the curse of refined souls. In the next 15 minutes, you'll discover why your sensitivity became a target for emotional predators, the 3 signs that identify who's draining you even when they seem caring, and the 3-step protection method that preserves your humanity. Think of one person who always leaves you exhausted. Remember that name. We're going to use it. Schopenhauer discovered this by observing his own mother. Johanna Schopenhauer was a cold, narcissistic woman who fed off her son's sensitivity. The more he tried to earn her love by being understanding, the more she exploited him emotionally. That's when he had his devastating insight. The world divides between emotional vampires and their voluntary prey. Life is suffering, but some suffer to grow, others make others suffer to feel alive. Remember the person you thought of? Notice this pattern. They always have a crisis when you're doing well. Their problems are always more urgent. They make you feel special because only you understand them, but selfish when you have needs. This isn't coincidence, it's systemic emotional vampirism. After talking to this person, do you feel exhausted, confused, or guilty? If yes, you've identified a vampire. Schopenhauer realized that sensitive souls aren't born this way, they're trained in childhood by unpredictable figures. You became an emotional radar to survive. But now, that radar attracts exactly who you should avoid. You know what's the cruelest irony Schopenhauer discovered? The most emotionally generous people are the ones who receive the least generosity back. It's as if the universe has a very dark sense of humor. You're too good? Perfect. I'll send you people who only know how to take. It's like going to the market with a sign, free samples of emotional energy, and then wondering why only hungry people who never buy anything show up. But Schopenhauer didn't stop at observation. He created the antidote.
Step 1. The Vampire Detector. Schopenhauer developed what he called the 3-minute test to identify emotional vampires instantly. First sign, the monopolizer. In 3 minutes of conversation, how many times did they ask something genuine about you? If it's 0, vampire confirmed. Second sign, the emergency creator. They always have an urgency that needs your attention now. Vampires create drama to keep you available. Third sign, the negotiator. When you say no, they don't respect it. They bargain, manipulate, make you feel guilty. Healthy people accept no without drama. Test this today with the person you thought of. Talk about your problem for 2 minutes. Observe. Do they listen or redirect to themselves? Do they ask questions about you or just wait for their turn to speak? Schopenhauer's golden rule: whoever can't hold space for your emotions doesn't deserve access to them. Step 2. The philosophy of sacred no. Schopenhauer created something revolutionary: the philosophy of the sacred no. Your no is more sacred than your yes because it protects your essence. The 24-hour technique. When someone asks for your emotional energy, say, "Let me think about it and get back to you tomorrow." In 24 hours, observe. Did the person respect it or insist? Do you feel genuine desire or obligation? If you say no, can you live with it? Marina, a 29-year-old lawyer, tested this with her sister, who always called crying at 11 at night. Result: the sister got furious when Marina said, "I can't right now, let's talk tomorrow." Vampire confirmed. Practice saying, "Let me check my schedule and get back to you." It's a magic phrase that creates space between you and emotional demand. The brutal truth: people who care about you want you to have boundaries. Vampires hate your boundaries because boundaries block access to your emotional blood. Ana Paula, 42, psychologist. For 15 years, she was the family's savior. Addicted brother? Ana Paula solved it. Depressed mother? Ana Paula consoled. Father with financial problems? Ana Paula lent money. Until she had an anxiety attack in the middle of a session and realized she took care of everyone except herself. She applied the Schopenhauer method, started saying no to small family demands. The result? Brother stopped calling and found other sources. Mother got angry. "You've changed. You've become selfish." Father tried emotional blackmail. But Ana Paula had energy to care for her own mental health for the first time in decades. The lesson: when you stop being available to be consumed, vampires reveal themselves, and people who truly love you adapt. Step 3. Selective emotional shielding. Schopenhauer created the concept of selective emotional shielding, protecting yourself without closing off. Vulnerability without discernment is naivete. Vulnerability with discernment is wisdom. The 3-level rule. Level 1, information. Anyone can have access. Time, work, superficial things. Level 2, emotions. Only those who've shown reciprocity and respect. Level 3, vulnerability. Only for those who have proven they hold space for you in difficult moments. Classify 5 close people into the 3 levels. How many are at level 3 who shouldn't be? How many deserve to move up? How many should move down? Sarah shared her childhood traumas with work colleagues. Result: gossip and judgment. When she applied the 3-level rule, her emotional life organized itself. Shielding isn't coldness, it's curation. It's carefully choosing where to plant your emotional seeds.
Schopenhauer destroyed the biggest myth about sensitive souls: the romanticization of suffering. Suffering can refine us or destroy us. The difference lies in our response to it. Dangerous myths you believe. If I don't help, who will? Good people don't abandon those in need. My sensitivity is a gift I must share. Liberating truths. Other people are adults responsible for themselves. Abandoning those who drain you is self-care, not cruelty. Your sensitivity is your responsibility to protect. Carla spent 10 years trying to save a depressed boyfriend. He never improved because he always had her as an emotional crutch. When she left, he finally sought therapy and improved. She was hindering his healing. Complete this sentence. I feel guilty when... This guilt usually indicates where you're being manipulated. Do you remember when your sensitivity was a joy? When you felt the beauty of music to your bones? When you could perceive magic in simple moments? When your empathy genuinely connected you with loved ones? Schopenhauer knew. Protected sensitivity is the door to transcendence. Exploited sensitivity is the door to hell. When you stop wasting your emotional energy on vampires, it returns to where it should be, creating beauty, true love, and authentic connection. Your goal isn't to become insensitive, it's to become selectively sensitive. Schopenhauer created an emergency protocol for when you realize you're being drained mid-conversation.
Step 1. Breathe deeply and mentally say, "This emotion is not mine." Step 2. Physically change position. Sit if you were standing, stand if you were sitting. Step 3. Use one of the 3 magic phrases. "Let me process this and get back to you," or "I'm realizing I need a moment," or "I'll think about what you said." Lucia tested this when her mother-in-law started dumping family drama on her. Result? She managed to exit the conversation without being rude and without absorbing the toxicity. Practice the 3 phrases in the mirror. They should come out naturally when you need them. Remember, you don't need an elaborate reason to protect yourself. "I need space" is reason enough. Schopenhauer had a final revelation. Educated, sensitive souls become conscious predators. They hunt authenticity. When you stop accepting falsehood, you automatically attract truth. What changes when you protect yourself? Before, you attracted needy, dramatic, unstable people. After, you attract secure, genuine, balanced people. Beatrice, a 38-year-old teacher, applied the method for 6 months, cut 3 toxic friendships, established boundaries with family, stopped being the group's therapist. Result, she met Marina, who also prioritized personal growth. Her first genuinely reciprocal friendship. The magic: when you value your energy, you attract people who also value their own energy. Resonance. List 3 qualities you want in relationships. Now ask yourself, do I offer these qualities to myself? Golden rule: you attract what you tolerate, not what you deserve.
Schopenhauer proposed the ultimate test for sensitive souls: being able to be alone with yourself without despair. Conscious solitude is always better than company that empties you. The test? Spend an entire day without seeking anyone for validation, distraction, or solving your emotional problems. What you'll discover? How much energy you spend seeking external validation. How nice it is not to carry others' problems. That you're sufficient company for yourself. Fernanda always called someone when she felt anxious. In the test, she stayed with the anxiety and discovered it passed alone in 20 minutes. Revelation? She didn't need anyone to emotionally regulate herself. The liberating truth: when you don't desperately need company, you choose company. And choice is power. Schopenhauer coined the term sovereign soul, someone who governs their own emotional kingdom. Sovereignty isn't isolation, it's conscious choice. The 5 characteristics of the sovereign soul. Your energy has value. You don't distribute it freely. Your time has a price. You invest it consciously. Your vulnerability is sacred. You share it selectively. Your no is firm. You don't negotiate your boundaries. Your yes is precious. When you give it, it's abundant. Transformation? Before you asked, "How can I help everyone?" After, "How can I stay whole to help those who truly matter?" Write your emotional constitution. 3 non-negotiable laws for your relationships. Reciprocity is mandatory. Constant drama is not tolerated. My well-being comes first. Schopenhauer saw something few perceive. Protected, sensitive souls elevate all of humanity. When you stop wasting energy on emotional vampires, you have resources to create art that touches hearts, build genuinely loving relationships, contribute to causes that matter, mentor other sensitive souls. Maria, a nurse, always exhausted herself caring for dramatic colleagues. When she applied Schopenhauer, she had energy left to create a self-care project for healthcare professionals. Impact: 2,000 people benefited. The greater truth: you don't save the world by sacrificing yourself. You save the world by preserving yourself. If you protected your energy for 1 year, what incredible project could you accomplish? The legacy: Protected sensitive souls create healing waves that spread across generations. Your personal protection is an act of service to humanity. Schopenhauer left a final manifesto for sensitive souls. Freedom isn't not feeling, it's feeling consciously. Your new oath: I, sensitive soul, declare my sovereign emotional. My sensitivity isn't a burden, it's power. My energy isn't infinite, it's precious. My heart isn't no man's land, it's my kingdom. I choose to feel deeply, but not indiscriminately. I choose to love abundantly, but not destructively. I choose to give generously, but not compulsively. I'm not responsible for healing the world. I'm responsible for protecting my light so it shines genuinely. And when I truly shine, I authorize other souls to do the same. The transformation begins now. If this message touched something deep in you, your first act of sovereignty is simple. Stop being available to those who don't value you. One person, one situation, one yes that should be a no. Start small, start today. And remember, every time you protect your energy, you're not being selfish. You're being responsible for a rare type of humanity the world desperately needs to preserve. Your sensitivity is a gift to the world, but first, it must be a gift to yourself. If this journey resonated with you, leave in the comments, I choose my sovereignty. Your courage might inspire another sensitive soul to break free.